CNN News with Rozz Grey.
Hi there, pop pickers, Nanu. This is Rozz Grey reporting for the Galactic News Network from that barbaric ball of bullshit known to its hapless inhabitants as Earth. You may recall that we were sent to this squalid planet to spy on these terminally stupid humans, but our warp drive got trashed, and now we're frickin' stuck here with them. All our observations of the bizarre behaviour of this pathetic species confirm beyond all doubt that they are seriously deranged. They live like there's no tomorrow, constantly fighting each other so a few can dominate, then recklessly shred their planet and enslave the rest. The more their political and religious leaders lie, the more these gullible imbeciles lap it up. The humans have belatedly realised that they're wrecking their environment, the only place they can live right now, so they face imminent extinction. So what do? They endlessly distract themselves by getting obsessed with fantasy soap operas, so-called reality TV, celebrity gossip, and pointless trivia. Anything except face what's really going on. And their leaders, having realised that most of their voters are concerned about the environment, are exploiting it as an opportunity to impose yet more restrictions and extort even more money from their docile and compliant minions. This miserable little island we crash-landed on, what the local savages call Ingerland, is using these enviro taxes to fund dirty and dangerous fission reactors, even though they could now develop much more efficient, safe and clean fusion reactors, just so they have an excuse to produce more weapons-grade material for bombs, which I guess they could argue is kind of like protecting their bit of the environment from the predations of other governments. This government are a splendid example of institutionalised incompetence. They're trying to persuade their subjects it's for their own good to pay through the nose for a police state where all the records are stored on government databases. But the government keep getting caught losing millions of records due to casual disregard for any security, or selling off personal information to anyone with a filthy lucre. You can't make it up. So, the assessment in our last report that the situation is bleak has turned out to have been wildly optimistic. They're doomed. We're stuck here. We're doomed. It's kind of like being locked in a cage with a rabid chimpanzee who's fondling a nuclear hand grenade. We know you're kind of busy, guys, but there's 8 of us trapped here who want to know, where's this frickin' rescue ship? Anyway, we've had the distress beacon belting out a video mayday ever since we got stuck here, and here are some of the better responses we had.
We would really like to help you, but the Earth is strictly off limits to us Daleks. There is this bloke called the Doctor. He always visits the planet and does not like us for some reason. He keeps giving us a really hard time. Sorry guys, God be with you.
I am only authorized to make the tea. Will you not have a cup of tea? Go on, go on, go on. You will, you will, you will, you will.
Arse biscuits!
The other replies were less friendly. It's down to you guys. You gotta send the next available maintenance vessel to our ship so we can get the frack off this Stonewall planet. Our research found that the military are concentrating on bacteriological warfare, developing genetically modified viruses to target particular races. If the humans wipe themselves out that way, we should be alright. But there are still too many hair-trigger nuclear missiles around for comfort. We've seen enough of the mindless stupidity of these humans. We've recorded more than enough of their wanton destructiveness, appalling waste and cruel violence, their devious, conniving, petty squabbles, their arrogant ignorance, shameless exploitation, their hypocrisy and blatant bigotry. Ah! Sorry, but it's getting to me. It's getting to the whole crew. The human madness is insidiously contagious. On a lighter note, we've received some T-mails from home. Here's one from Zarvak of Trugvoon, asking us what our favourite Earth comedies are. Well, Zarvak, it's funny you should ask that. We did some analysis and found that all our favourite comedies start with an S. Scrubs, South Park, Star Trek and The Simpsons. Isn't that weird? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Eddie wrote up. Here's a T-mail from Mrs. Drooplid, who's a Zarbet farmer, who wants to know, how do we get around Earth without being noticed? Well, Mrs. Drooplid, our ship is fitted with active camouflage, and we all wear suits and ties. You see, Mrs. Drooplid, we've discovered that humans will accept anything if it's dressed in a suit and tie. Just look at their bleeding leaders. And of course, if all else fails, there's always Old Faithful. If anyone gives me any lip, I'll just... Oh, shit! Sorry, Earl. Mate? You alright? Earl?